If you want it, go and get it, but be respectful. I said, I'm fired? My dreams were bigger than my pocket. No risk, no reward. That's how I feel. Ooh, that's a good one.
What's going on, y'all? I'm Mia Bell. We're back for another episode of BET Talks, and with me, I have one of the most powerful producers in reality TV. You've seen his work all over OWN, WeTV, Netflix, and of course, social media. Whether he's behind the scenes or on camera, the story is going to get told. So please help me introduce the CEO of TV production company Kingdom Reign, Carlos King.
Yes.
Ain't no teleprompter here, I'll tell you that.
Oh, you memorized that?
Baby.
Oh, Ramon taught you well, girl.
Let me say so.
I love that's a skill set.
Thank you very much. It's not memorization when you're actually following the work of somebody who's doing the thing, okay?
Yes.
Especially for us, Black people. So we're very proud of you, and that's why you're here today.
Thank you. No, thanks for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
Of course, your old stomping grounds, because you used to work at BET.
Yes, I got my start working at BET. I was an intern. And then this beautiful woman, Elon D. Johnson, hired me. And then Candida Boyette hired me as well. So I was working for those two for a show called BET Style that was hosted at the time by Melissa Ford.
Wow.
And Big Tigger. And then I was working under Elon in the writing department, helping her write the script for Free and AJ.
Oh my
gosh.
My dream.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
God is good.
Yeah, really good. And before we get into your start really like honing in on who you are as an individual, we got to play a little game.
Oh, okay.
Just
I like
to get to know
games.
you more.
It's a safe one though?
It is, very safe. You know, you get to tell us more about you and what you love. It's called This or That.
Okay.
And we'll start with something easy. Reality TV or podcasting.
Ooh, that's a good one. I'll have to choose podcasting because I am a journalist and I love extracting stories from individuals who I find interesting, and my audience is able to view them in a different light based on our conversation.
I'm not mad. I guess I'm getting a little emotional because, you know, I don't really get a person asking me anything like that.
And I feel like at this stage in my life, producing reality TV for almost 20 years, I find that podcasting is my fulfillment.
Wow, love that.
It is, it really is.
Now, what about season 6 of Real Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh, shoot.
Or season 9 of Real Housewives of Atlanta?
You're good. Okay. Come on, research. Ooh, okay. I would have to say season 6 of The Real Housewives of Atlanta because it was the first season that I was the executive producer of the show. And it's in the Guinness Book of World Records for the highest rated season of any show on Bravo ever in the history of that network. So season 6.
I know that's right.
Yes.
Yes, all around. Now, we were just talking about music, so I gotta go Rashida or Nicki Minaj.
Oh, I'm a Barb. I love Rashida. Rashida, we gotta come up with a... I love Rashida. Rashida's my girl.
Tell us what you was listening to before you walked up in here.
Oh, child, Bubblegum Remix.
Come on.
Let's be clear. Marry Me, Flossin'. I am a Rashida stan, but the queen for Carlos King will always be Queen Onika Tanya Maraj.
There we go. That's
Yes.
what I'm talking about.
Yes.
When it comes to you and all of the work that you've done, how did we get here? I want you to take me to the beginning. What did you always want to do as a child to now be in this space as not only an executive producer, but you know, you're coming up under the wings of like Oprah Winfrey. Oprah knows you in real life.
She does.
You guys talk on the phone sometimes?
She knows my name. We don't You know, listen, I call her Miss Winfrey.
Okay.
So that goes to show you the level of respect that I have for her. Listen, she knows who I am. We've had conversations. We've hugged each other.
Wow.
Oh, yeah, no, like
You've been over for tea.
you know, look, we have a great rapport. And listen, as a kid, I was watching her with my mom every weekday, watching Oprah Winfrey. But it wasn't until I was 12 years old and I was watching Teen Summit.
Okay.
And I saw this beautiful black woman named Ananda Lewis.
Yes.
Welcome to another edition of Teen Summit. I'm Ananda.
Hey, what's up? And I'm Dejo. We gotta give it up one more time for real. They can sing,
for
can't
real,
they?
huh?
Rest in heaven and peace and glory. True story, I have 9 siblings. So I would wake up early to dominate the television because when you have 10 kids, child, you got 1 TV.
Right.
So I'll wake up super early and sit in front of the tube because I had to see Ananda Lewis. And she is the #1 reason why I work in television and why I studied journalism at Hunter College.
My alma mater.
So I knew that I wanted to be a journalist. I wanted to be an on-camera journalist, and that was courtesy of me watching Ananda Lewis be able to hold down the fort and speak directly to the teenagers who were part of the audience.
Let me ask y'all a question. Do you do things just because your friends do?
And she did it in a way where she was entertaining, fun, but also asked the tough questions, but did not do it in a way that seemed messy.
Making the right moves, that's what we all want to do, but sometimes that negative peer pressure gets us all hemmed up. Today we're joined by a young man who's serious about helping young people relieve some of that peer pressure.
She will forever be like my American Idol.
Wow, absolutely. Ananda was amazing to see. I know there's a lot of people who want to follow in your footsteps too, and they think just moving to New York does it all. I want you to kind of give us those moments, those milestones that really brought you in the space that you are now.
So I'm born and raised in Detroit, Michigan, and ever since I was a kid, I always knew that I didn't belong forever in Detroit.
Right.
I just knew innately. At 17 years old, there was this magazine called Teen People magazine, and they had submissions for teenagers who wanted to be contributors to the magazine. I wrote the letter, I gave them a writing sample, and I was fortunate enough to be selected as one of like 20 teenagers out of thousands of applicants, and they invited us to New York City. I'm 18 at this time. And the moment I stepped down New York City at LaGuardia Airport, I was like, oh, I'm meant to be here. And I saved up money. I have $500 in my pocket.
Come on.
I had no job lined up. I walked the pavement. I walked from Harlem to 34th and Herald Square, applied at the Gap. I got hired in 2 days.
I know that's right. A real risk taker.
Yeah. My dreams were bigger than my pocket.
Now, what about your first gig behind the scenes in TV? How did you kind of morph that writing job or just writing gig to being a producer?
I snuck into Def Jam offices, okay, the Universal office that was 50-something Street.
Yep.
Right? And the security guard said, hi, and I'm like, hi, I have a meeting with the internship coordinator. And he said, I don't see your name on the list. And I said, I don't know what's going on. Whatever. I made up a lie. I don't know what made him say, okay. He said, boy, go upstairs.
Oh!
And I'm like,
just like that.
so, you know the movies where like, this escalator, I felt like I was in heaven, child. I was like, I am going to the Def Jam offices, and I just got like escorted to the internship coordinator's office. I knocked on the guy's door. He said, who are you? I said, I had a meeting here. He said, how did you sneak up here? I said, I lied and told them I had a meeting with you. And he said, true story, he said, I'm impressed. Just so you know, I'm the coordinator of the rock music department. And not to judge you, but I don't think you listen to rock music, do you? And I said, I don't. I throw up the rock.
Right. I know that's right.
Shout out to Jay-Z.
Yeah, did you know what that was?
Yeah, but I'm not like on some like Led Zeppelin. So he said, I'm gonna introduce you to the proper department, and this white man escorted me to the office that was Thomas Lytle, Johnny Walker, and I got the internship. It was my first job in the industry in New York City.
Wow. Okay. So you've been taking risks all your life when it comes to the things that you want.
You have to.
Yeah.
No risk, no reward. That's how I feel.
Of course. And then what about bouncing around into different industries?
Yeah, started in music, did Def Jam, intern at MTV, intern at The View with Barbara Walters, Star Jones, Meredith Vieira, Joy Behar. And then I got the job at BET, did that for a year. I kind of got fired.
What did you do? What did you do or what did they do?
I know, I put about 2 weeks notice.
I'll keep it neutral. What they did?
Fired. It's the strangest story. This is the problem with the kids nowadays, because I understand. I'm in my 20s.
Right.
So I did all of that and thought I was like somebody. So long story short, I'm working on this show, and I was like, they don't respect me here. I should be like a producer, not a PA.
Right.
Who they think I am? I work hard. I come in early, I stay late. Child, so anyways, I felt like I was owed something. So I put about 2 weeks notice, and my boss goes, you can leave today.
Wow.
And I'm so immature and naive. I said, no, it's 2 weeks, so I'm not.
I'm gonna need that last check.
I said, no, I wasn't thinking about money. I was thinking about like, maybe you misunderstood me. No, I said 2 weeks. She said, I'm releasing you. I said, I'm fired? She goes, you're being released. I didn't work for 6 months.
Oh my God.
I was like, because I was not prepared. But the beauty of that story is it shaped who I am. And that woman name is Candida Boyette, who is still a friend of mine, and every month we have lunch.
Wow.
And I value her so much because there is going to be a time possibly where you feel like you owed something, where you feel like you deserve something. And although you may feel that way, there's ways to go about it. And the lesson that I learned in that was, you're not ready yet. And it's okay that you're not ready yet. But what you're not going to do is feel like somebody owes you something, because they don't owe you anything. If you want it, go and get it, but be respectful.
Right. Now, how did you know that you were ready after that 6 month stint of not working?
Yeah,
You know?
I had to crawl back with the tail between my legs. And I left because I thought, I need to be a producer. And girl, I came back as a PA. I'm like, hi, I'm back. They're like, oh, how did that go for you, Mr. Producer? But the lesson in that too was I got another job. I was working for Jack Benson, who at the time was doing like these amazing top 25 countdowns. And this woman named Joy Chen was working for him, and she got a call to do this reality show in Atlanta about a group of black women. It's gonna be on Bravo. And it's called Ladies of Atlanta. And she approached me and said, would you do this show? I'm like, what is it? She said, I don't know, child. It's called Ladies of Atlanta. They're talking about it could be this, I don't know, this Housewives. Once again, being cocky. But I live in New York City. Go to Atlanta.
Right, Atlanta.
I live in Williamsburg. I'm popping, I'm lit. And she was like, if you do this job, you have to be a local in Atlanta. You gotta stay with somebody, you gotta rent a car. So again, that lesson, right, that I learned a year ago. And I said, no risk, no reward. So I left New York City and I went to Atlanta, and I met this woman named Nene Leakes on my first day at work, and I was a producer, and the rest is history.
Wow, we love to hear that. Now, when it comes to production, you have to really have in line what you want the show to look like and what you feel the people want to see. Where do you kind of get the inspo and the creativity to kind of, you know, set things in stone?
It all goes back to my childhood of watching Ananda Lewis host Teen Summit, watching Oprah Winfrey interview regular people about the most fascinating things that was going on in their lives, and studying journalism, you know, the 5 W's of journalism, always asking the who, the what, the when, the where, the why, all of those things. So I apply that as I produce reality television. When the drama happens, fine, whatever. I care more about the why. Like, what led up to this? Why did this happen? How do you feel about this happening? Where do we go from here?
I'm not gonna play them games. I'm from Memphis. I don't play that, Carlos. just wanted to come out the bathroom, and I wanted to apologize for my napkin. Excuse me. Me and my napkin apologize to you and your lump.
I don't care only about like the entertainment aspect of it. I care more about the human perspective in terms of how we deal with things. So my vision for all of my shows has always been, I'm more than just a producer. I'm a storyteller. I'm a people person. I interview people, talking to like a Nene Leakes, saying like, well, why do you want to divorce Greg Leakes? I think he's a great guy. Like, what's going on? And she's like, you don't know anything about me and Greg. And I'm like, well, tell me. I'm confused, and if I'm confused, the audience is going to be confused. So what is happening? Let us into your world. So I do all of that research and studying and question asking, and I teach my producers to do the same for my shows.
Let's talk Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Yes.
And what you've been able to do with the show, the conception of it, the ratings.
The moment it debuted, it was an instant hit.
Wow.
And when I say instant, the ratings increased week to week to week to week, which is unheard of for a season 1 show.
Yeah.
And then the network ordered more episodes, but just kept ordering episodes, and the cast just became bigger and bigger and bigger. And for me, it was such an amazing opportunity for my story to be told that here I am walking away from Run franchise, the Real Housewives of Atlanta, and creating my own. Like, again, no risk, no reward. And if it wasn't for me leaving the Real Housewives of Atlanta, I would have never had the time to create my own franchise that is produced by my own company.
Yeah.
And that is the gift that keeps on giving.
What would you say has been your favorite show to produce and the one that has brought you the most glory?
They're all my babies, so I don't have any favorite children. But I would say it's a show I did called Hollywood Divas. That was
We
on
love
TV
that.
One.
Yes.
So they said we have this idea about doing an ensemble show with Black actresses. And we cast Golden Brooks, Elise Neal, Paula J. Parker, Lisa Wu from Atlanta Housewives, who's also an actress, and Countess Vaughn. Because that's the first show my production company ever produced, that one will always be like the one for me because it's the one that really spoke to my ability of creating shows on my own.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one.
And now your podcast where you have people on and they're calling you Black Barbara Walters because you get a little crazy with the questions. People love to sit in your seat and open up to you and be asked these hard questions.
Yeah.
Why do you feel like it's easier for them to open up to you in this way and, you know, not get all defensive about the things that you're asking?
I think because we live in a time where everything is confrontational. You can't even post a picture without one person just having to say something negative about you.
Right.
So I think when it comes for a lot of celebrities, they do want a home where they're like, can I please talk to somebody who's literally going to ask me everything, but is going to do it in a way where I'm not being attacked.
Right.
Because I deal with that at work. I deal with that on social media. Do I really have to walk into a space and deal with that again? And when it comes to me, they understand that, wow, he definitely is going to ask me the tough questions, but I'm also willing to answer them. And that's the difference. There were women who dealt with their husbands having a break baby or a baby outside their marriage, and they stayed. What I always was confused about is why the two of you seem to be the poster couple for you guys are not couple goals. And I'm confused by that.
I am too.
I did an interview with Jackie Christie's daughter, Chantel, and some people were like, you know, hold her accountable. What do you mean? I wasn't with her when she was 12.
Right, and who are you, the judge?
Yeah, I'm like,
Joe Brown?
I can only talk to her about what I saw on the show.
Right.
And Chantel really opened up my eyes because she said, I've been contacted by everybody in the business. She said, I reached out to you.
Right.
Because I wanted to tell you my story because I knew you would handle me with care, ask the tough questions, but not fall into the tropes of being aggressive because the audience wants you to do that. I definitely have provided a space to where anybody can come on, tell their side of the story, and feel seen and heard.
You are an Emmy-nominated executive producer for the Stroll.
Yes.
Talk to me about that and what it brought out of you.
Oh my gosh, it brought on my love to tell stories. Again, being a storyteller, not just limiting myself to telling reality show stories, although I still love it. But The Stroll is a documentary about trans sex workers in the era of the 80s in the meatpacking district. And we told the story through the lens of this amazing woman named Kristen, who's the director, and Zachary Drucker also was produced and directed it too, and Matt Wolf. And we were able to follow a few of the women who went to jail. We were able to tell that story through the lens of these individuals, and the audience loved it, and I loved it. And telling stories in the documentary form is something I want to continue doing.
Of course, and we would love to see more of that coming from you. Now, you're working.
Yes.
What do you do to cool off and kind of stay out of the way? Because you're in the mix of everything.
Yeah, so I'm a workout fanatic. I love staying in the gym. It's my 2.5 hours to myself where I decompress and I take all of my frustrations out on the weights.
Okay, very good.
I don't crash out on Twitter, I crash out on the weights. A perfect evening for me is seriously having this plant-based dinner that I love to make.
Okay.
And just like sitting on the couch and watching television.
Okay, what are you watching on television?
Oh my gosh, I just finished The Hunting Wives on Netflix.
Okay, what did you think about it?
I loved it. It's me though, but you know, like I love anything that's campy. It was campy.
Super camp. Yeah.
Super camp. It's like, you know, it's not realistic.
Yeah.
But again, I deal with real stuff every day on my job. I love watching like scripted shows because I don't have to focus on like turning down the volume of my producing mind and being like, why did they do it that way? So like I get to like shut that off.
Yeah. Is it hard for you to date? Are you in a relationship? I mean, hey, you be asking all the questions. Why can't I?
Yeah, I didn't say you couldn't now, girl. I didn't say you couldn't.
Yeah, because you finna answer, aren't you?
I didn't say you couldn't. Listen.
Look at how serious. Hey, Carlos. Yeah, so what's going on?
You know, listen. Listen, I'm not married.
Okay.
I'm not married. So I'm definitely outside. I'm figuring things out. I'm dating, you know.
I love it.
I'm looking for the male version of Keisha Davis, Savannah James.
There we go.
Marjorie Harvey. Those are my idols.
Hey, I'm not mad at it. And we gotta talk about it to manifest it the same way you manifested everything else.
And the reason why I brought those three wonderful women up is because, again, I study people and I listen to like a lot of interviews of the greats. And one thing Gucci Mane, Steve Harvey, and LeBron James have said, they said, although I'm great at work, I am nothing without my wife. My wife allows peace for me to go out and be great. And they give their wives all the credit. When I think about that, I think about the craziness of my life. And just somebody, when it's all said and done, you put the key in the door, or if you got the high-tech door, you put in your combination lock, right? And you walk in, and the moment you walk in, you're not being welcomed by disturbance. And you have a partner that motivates you to be great. You have someone like Keisha Davis who was able to be Gucci's peace while he was in prison and talk to him every day and giving him his diet and his workout regimen, taking his $2 million that he gave her upon entering prison and him coming home, and she flipped it to $6 million and gave it back to him. And when he said, but here's some for you, she said, I don't want it. That's not my money, it's yours. And what that does to a man. So, you know, I think every person deserves somebody that at the end of the day, they motivate you to be the best you can be and they bring peace to you.
And are you ready for it?
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that's right.
Yes, Lord Jesus.
He said it right here.
Yes, I absolutely am. And you know, with that comes, you know, making sure that you provide a lot for them.
You're ready for love, and we're ready for more of you. Whether that be documentaries, more unscripted TV, and of course, more podcast episodes, Mr. Barbara Walton. All right.
Thank you.
Of course, thank you so much.
And you're really good at your job.
Here. Thank you.
You are really good.
Thank you.
Really good.
An interviewer?
Yes, you are a great interviewer.
Yeah.
You have my seal of approval.
Yes,
You're really good.
I appreciate it.
You keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
you're really
you so
good.
much.
You're really good.
I receive.
You're really good.
Carlos King, y'all. BET
Thanks,
Talk.
everybody. That was great.
did it. That was amazing.